He seems just like a normal 8-year-old, and then he just gets hammered for something he didn't do. It's just not right.
Full-blown, like, borderline child abuse. Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we're doing Home Alone. When 8-year-old Kevin McAllister is accidentally left home alone during Christmas vacation, he's left to protect his home from the burglars, the Wet Bandits, who are robbing the houses of families on holidays away.
How good are the Wet Bandits?
Good, man. I just noticed I said holidays away. Away on holidays is probably what I should have said. I just wanted to preface that. But yes, the Wet Bandits are fantastic.
Wow.
Handbrake.
And can I just say,
yeah,
that was my most favourite part of the movie.
The Wet Bandits?
Plus,
just generally?
Plus Old Man Marley.
Old Man Marley was great.
And all the rest, I didn't really like it.
At all.
It was just boring. The big lead up to the good old traps at the end was just great. But Old Man Marley's good.
The traps are definitely the best part of this movie. And the weird thing is, it's in the last 25, 30 minutes of a 2-hour movie.
And it's as a second or third or fourth sitting, depends how many times you watch this. I think it's a first sitting. I think it's great.
Yeah, for the first sitting, you'd love it.
But as a repeated one, to me, I'm just waiting to get to the end.
This is a movie that I think you would do well on to watch every 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's not because the movie is bad. It's a fine Christmas film. If this is a movie that's being put on for the kids at Christmas, perfect. Just it's a Christmas day, throw it on. They can sit in front of the TV while the family chats or whatever.
Yep.
And if that's like the downtime after a big meal or something like that at home, I think that's all G. But it's definitely a long movie. It's longer than I expected. And there's a lot of something I didn't say in the podcast. There's a lot of fluff. There is a lot of things where it just didn't really necessarily need to be put into the film.
Yep.
That being said, the Old Man Marley stuff,
it was good, and it needed that. Yeah. You needed that Christmas getting family together. That's not broken like Kevin's at work. The church, broken. The church scene. The Old Man Marley's reunited with his son.
Spoilies, mate. Yeah, we don't spoil here.
It's an easy one. Everyone's already seen this movie. Beep. But yeah, look, I think it's any Christmas movie when you need ingredients. I think this is one of them too.
Why is it every Christmas movie we've done except for It's a Wonderful Life, you are the Grinch? You are like the one that just Christmas, I hate it. There's a point of you that's like, I love family, I love all that, and then all of a sudden it's like, but if it's actually Christmassy, no.
Can I turn green now?
You like this guy.
No, it's just... Look, when it comes to This Is a Wonderful Life, that is a film.
I know what you mean.
This is just...
It's popcorny.
And there's a lot of flaws in this movie.
It's a kid's film as well.
Yeah, to me, it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it really is.
And it plays best when it is a cartoon, and that's your last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it in all retrospect, it's kind of like a Looney Tunes film by the last 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. And it Kevin's story does progress. He's seen as being incompetent all the way through the start of the film, which I would highly say that the rest of the family is way more incompetent than Kevin. As I said before, he's 8 or 9 years old, 8 years old in the film.
Yeah.
And they're asking him to pack his bags. Your son, would he do that?
Of course not.
Yeah. So
you give him a task to do and he's doing something else.
So at the end of the day, an 8-year-old, I know I wouldn't have done it.
No way.
So he wouldn't do it. And then the rest of the family are packing their bags and he goes up to the cousins and they're like, I'm packing toilet paper. And you're like, these kids are incompetent, not him.
Yeah. It's
he's doing the most competent thing. He's asking for help.
Yeah,
actually.
It's not believable. And then that leads into the whole bully thing. This movie starts off, he seems just like a normal 8-year-old, and then he just gets hammered for something he didn't do. It's just not right.
Full-blown, borderline child abuse.
It is.
Home Alone is borderline child abuse.
It is. And I think in today's standard, I don't think this will pass if this was made again.
No,
there's no way to get through the producers.
He's called a jerk. He's called a disease. The way that Kevin's treated, he's then subjugated to the attic to be alone. This isn't grounding in the sense of go to your room, you're grounded. It's go to a location that scares you.
Yeah, even though the attic is pretty sick in this movie.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know why he's complaining. It's one of the best rooms in the house, I'd say.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's funny because I love this movie, and I've always loved Home Alone for it being Home Alone. It being a really cool music and lovable characters. You know, Macaulay Culkin is super enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
But you notice things as you get older, and you're like, oh no, he's super mistreated.
Yeah,
by his family.
At least it's just flawed. There's a lot of things that are flawed, and it's not believable in today's, I think, mindset. Back then, that was a perfect formula for the 90s.
Yeah,
it just fitted everything so well and
product of its time.
Yeah, I just feel that the good parts in this movie to me are the traps. We got Old Man Marley. That's the nice icing on the cake. A little bit of hot chocolate.
Yes,
there to warm you up on a winter's day, even though in summer it's boiling hot. But the bad thing is, the bullying, the flaws in the whole. There's no way an 8-year-old can do all this stuff.
No,
especially in today's society. I don't think the movie has aged well.
No, I mean, coming from how he reacts in the situation of being left home alone. Yeah, he even reacts like a child that's being abused, which is, I know how to do the washing. I know how to cook my own dinner. I know how to. That's how a child that is in that situation would be like, because they have to do it themselves.
Not an 8-year-old.
No, maybe not. Yeah. But in the sense of like,
they'd be playing video games.
Yeah, but you'd get to a point where you have to survive or you don't. Yeah. And I think that's the case. I mean, this is wrapped in a very upper class package. Yeah. Because that house is huge.
Yeah. Although I think if I was an 8-year-old, and same for my son, you'd think they'll go out of the house and try to find help.
Yeah, there's that moment where he sees all the family in the window, and I was like, why doesn't he just go up to them and be like, look, I got my family's not here.
Yeah, that's one of the flaws. And even the phone call, I know the phone lines went down, but there's other ways around that.
Comedy, that's its Looney Tunes-esque moment coming in with the police force. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, in all retrospect, I think Home Alone, it's a classic Christmas film. And as much as we can bag on the front that, you know, it's not realistic, or it definitely has flaws in the right that it is ridiculous, it's still a classic. Yeah, and it's still going to be a movie that's going to hold up.
Yeah, I was going to say it gets an extra point for John Candy,
as well as Joe Pesci. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to say
the burglars are great.
Yeah, the acting is great in this movie.
Yeah,
So that's a good thumbs up. But yeah, I'm giving this a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10, right? I can't give my actual 7.25 out of 10 is what I gave it on the podcast. They'll bag me out about it. But honestly, I think the movie is... Yeah, it's between a 7 and a 7.5. It fits nicely there. And it's a movie that you can watch... You can watch it every year. You'll enjoy it more if you watch it every 5. Yeah. And because you just forget things. And you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And check out Spoil Radio Podcast for more spoil-filled, in-depth reviews.
Don't forget to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, under Neon Radio Reviews, just to keep up to date.
We respond to all DMs, so tell us, what do you want us to review next? Also, don't forget, our last review for this year is coming out on Christmas Day. And Dan, can you take us out?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.